goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. As they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bears take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Green, 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Barth now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Over here we go.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. He'll look to throw. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Green 39. Now look at what's in that ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Stephen Paya continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Look at the spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Leopard. Leopard. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Over.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Here we go now.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll be knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Connor Barth now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Barth now after the made field goal to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And tough starting field position here.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney, here we go. Boom, landed. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Boom, landed. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Set! Green! No. Check! Patriot! Set! Green 19! 319! Over!
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
No. Check! Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Watch it now, Barney! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Slot man moves right.
Hey, check 24! Watch 24!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A handoff as they run the counter play. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 33. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Over. Gun. Over. All right, here we go. Detroit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Check it backer.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Set. Green, 39.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Now let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Hey, cut his right. Watch that in. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
No, check. Patriot. The trio now. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Back down in Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And Barth puts it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Barth now after the made field goal to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to fire one deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 48. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Watch it now, Marty. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Set. 3. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Here we go. Boom.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's forced out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 3, 9, 10.
Pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 17-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Receiver complete, and he gets this one all the way up to the 40. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game, 8.
Eight. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. These were the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Bears on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Left side here, and it's complete. The 13 yards that time and a first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Lucky 56. Now let's go.
And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Check three.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Bears on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And Barth puts it through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is